Hey, vinyl friends and vinyl community, it's Brian from Brian's Vinyl Records, and it is Monday, which means it's time for another installment of Vinyl Editions. So stick around and I'll show you what I got this week. All right, welcome back. So this week was fun. I spent a lot of money on the Barnes & Noble 50% off sale the last couple weeks here as the new year hit, and wanted to slow down a little bit, but I did pick up a few things. I went to my local record store and found some cool used items that I wanted to grab, and also picked up a couple items on Amazon. As many of you may or may not know, I won a contest for Emma at 8 Vinyl Low, and she sent me a $30 gift card to Amazon, and I've been holding on to it for a while now, waiting to get the right items, I guess you could say, and I finally just decided what I wanted and picked them up. The first one is because it's been out of stock for so long. It's been on my wish list for probably close to a year, maybe even longer than that, and I didn't pull the trigger on it while it was in stock, and then it's been out of stock for a long time, and it finally came back in stock, so I knew that was one of the albums I was going to pick up because I wanted it for a long time. I'm talking about Ruston Kelly's Dying Star album. If you don't know who Ruston Kelly is the husband of Casey Musgraves. I have his Halloween album, which is the one that he released previous to this. That was released on vinyl, I believe, last year, or at the end of 2018, I want to say. And I picked that up, and it's absolutely great. And I have heard this one numerous times. I have it on my streaming service and really, really enjoy it. But like I said, I didn't pick it up when it was first released, which was a mistake on my part. And then I had to wait for it to come back in stock, and it finally has. So this is one of the albums I bought with the $30 that Emma had sent me. I'm super excited to spin this. I haven't spun it yet, but I know it's great because I've listened to it numerous times as a stream. The other album that I picked up with the $30 was one I wanted also for a long time and just hadn't pulled the trigger on. I finally did. This is White Zombies, Las Exorcisto, Devil Music Volume 1. This is the first album that came out on Geffen, I believe, and it was a sensation. This is the MOV press of it. It is fantastic. It sounds awesome, and this album is really good. I've had Astro Creep for a long time, which is my favorite of their albums that they put out, but I've always wanted to get this one as well. This one has a lot of memories associated with it. Some good, some hilarious. But so happy to have this in my collection now. One other album I picked up, I was trying to find this at my local store. I went to my local store and they told me that they almost always have had it in the past. And so I was going to finally pick it up, and it wasn't there. So I asked them about it, and they said, yeah, we usually have that in stock. They went and looked and found out that not only do they not have any more copies of it, but the record company itself the label didn't have any copies of it to sell them as well. So I went on Amazon, found that they had a handful left. I think they said they had 3 left at the time. I quickly ordered it. It was supposed to arrive last Tuesday. I looked at it on Monday and found that it was labeled as undeliverable. And the reason is it got damaged from the warehouse in Kentucky all the way up here to the warehouse in Shakopee, Minnesota. So I called them up, and they were going to just refund my money, and I said, instead of a refund, I'd like to get the album. Is there a way to get the album? So they put me on hold, came back and said, yes, we have some in stock. We'll send you a replacement out right away. It came that Thursday, and so super excited to have this. This is really cool. This is the Devil Makes 3 self-titled album. If you know anything about the Devil Makes 3, they're kind of a folk rock band. Until their most recent album, it was just a bass player, a guitar player, and a kind of another singer, and This is a fantastic album. The song that everybody knows, or most people know off this, is Old Number 7, about Jack Daniels, Old Number 7. It's a great album. It's super good, folk country type style, and my brother-in-law is a huge Devil Makes 3 fan, and this is the one that he wanted. He ended up picking it up, and that's what spurred me to want to go get it. And what's cool about this is it comes on a translucent red vinyl. Just looks beautiful, sounds great, so super happy to have this. Alright, like I said, I stopped at my local record store and I found some really cool stuff that I've been wanting, including some really nice dollar bin finds. I'm going to start off with, of course, everybody knows that I've been collecting Dolly Parton albums, and this is one that they've had in their store for quite a while, and I just never have bought it for some reason. I think I was a little worried because the vinyl has some scuffs on it and things like that, but I played it at the store finally, and it sounds fantastic, so I wasn't too worried about it at that point. So I picked this up. This is Dolly Parton's Just Because I'm a Woman. Fantastic stuff. Another one I found while I was there, I'm really excited about. This is Alana Miles' self-titled album. Of course, the hit song Black Velvet is on here. But aside from that song, this is a really, really good rock and roll album. I really enjoy it. I have it on CD, I have it on cassette, and now I finally have it on vinyl as well. So Alana Miles' self-titled album, very excited to find this one. And I've been hunting this, as many of you know, in the past. This is the 1980 press of AC/DC's Back in Black. I went to the store and they never had these in the stores. It's always the same flick of the switch, or for those about to rock albums that are in the piles. Finally found them. They had 2 copies of this. So this copy and another one. The other copy was a library. It looked like Return. It had the library sticker up here with the catalog ID and all this stuff. And the cover was in mint condition other than those 2 stupid stickers. And they were so glued on there that it would have probably ripped the cover if I had taken them off. The vinyl on the other one was a little better than this one as well. But again, I test played this at the store, and it's in VG shape. There's a lot of scuffs on it and things like that, but in all, when it's playing, you don't hear any noise. So I was very happy to have this. I have the 2003 remaster edition that came out, but I really wanted to get an older press of it, and I finally found one, so super excited to have this in my collection as well. Alright, some 99-cent bin finds. I was at a restaurant and Spooky came on the radio. Now, Spooky is a song that I would play in my acoustic shows with my buddy Matt when we were doing acoustic duo stuff. It's a song I'd never actually even heard before, but he liked it a lot, so we would play that song. And that song came on the overhead speakers, and the wife was singing along with it. I was like, oh, you know this song? She's like, oh yeah, it's a great song. And she was singing all the words, and so I decided that when I saw this in the 99-cent bin, I had to get it. It has Spooky on it. So this is Atlantic Rhythm section, and the album is called Underdog. 99-cent album. I think it looks pretty good. It just needs to get cleaned up a little bit. So added that to the collection. I found another album by the Babies, and this one is their self-titled album. So that's kind of cool. Happy to have this. I've been collecting the Babies albums since first being told that John Waite was the singer. I had no idea. I went out and grabbed a couple of them, really, really enjoyed them. So when I see them, I grab them. So for 99 cents, this is pretty cool. I don't know anything really on it by name. We'll see. Again, the album is in really good shape, just needs a good cleaning as well. Also in that pile was a copy of Rush's Power Windows. I was super excited about that. This was before the news of Neil Peart's death had hit, so it was before that, but I saw it there, I pulled it out, it looked great, and then on side B there was a major scratch right in the groove, and that would be why it was 99 cents, so I had to leave that behind. But I picked this up because it was 99 cents, and why not? This is the Beaches soundtrack. So what's cool about this, though, this is 99 cents, and then I looked on the back, and I think that the reason it's 99 cents is because somebody wrote on the back there. And when I looked at it, I thought, well, what is that? You know, it says, "To Kevin, very glad to meet you." And then there's a signature. So I thought, oh, that's interesting. So I looked at the signature, and I thought, huh. And I looked at the back, and I saw the writer of Wind Beneath My Wings' name is Jeff Silbar. Well, look at that. that looks like Jeff Silbar. So this ended up being a 99-cent copy, autographed by one of the co-writers of Wind Beneath My Wings. How neat is that? I thought it was kind of cool. Also in great shape. And the last one I want to show you is one I found on the internet, Facebook group that I follow. They sell a lot of vinyl on. This one popped up and it was too good to pass up, so I grabbed it from there. This is Living Colors Vivid, and this is the one with their hit song Cult of Personality. Super excited to get this. It's in absolutely gorgeous shape. The vinyl is just great. The cover's pretty good. There's a sticker here that got blacked out. I'm going to try and extricate it from the album, but I can see already that there's going to be some marker for some idiot decided to marker that in with black marker. I can see there's going to be some lines on there, but it's fine. For the most part, it almost blends in with the cover itself anyway. So Living Color Vivid, very excited to have this. I have not spun it yet. Excited to give it a listen. All right, there you have it. Those are my vinyl finds for this week. I hope that you enjoyed this episode of Vinyl Editions. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like this, please do give it a thumbs up. That helps us all when we get the thumbs up. People find it a little better. Also, if you're new to the channel and enjoy this, please hit the subscribe button. Every Monday, I show you what new records I have that have come into my collection, and have a good time with that, along with other things. So please do hit that subscribe. Leave a comment below if you have any questions or comments about the albums that I've shown. Love to interact with everybody. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, keep spinning vinyl, friends.